You know that sound. The tangled nest of thread that suddenly appears under your fabric, or the sharp snap of a needle breaking mid-seam. These aren't just random acts of sewing machine rebellion. They're cries for help. Your machine is a pretty smart piece of equipment, and when things go sideways, it's usually a sign that a small, simple step has been missed. Most of the issues we blame on the machine are actually user errors we can fix in seconds, once we know what to look for. So, let's learn how to translate those desperate signals. We're counting down the top 10 things you might be doing that your sewing machine is begging you to stop. First up, let's talk about the mistakes that happen before the needle even makes its first stitch. These are the planning stage habits that can set you up for frustration before you even begin. At number 10, we have rushing into a project without a plan. Look, you wouldn't build a house without a blueprint, right? So don't try to sew a garment without reading the pattern instructions, gathering all your supplies, and having a clear path forward. This little bit of prep work prevents so many headaches down the line. Number 9 is choosing a project that's way beyond your current skill level. Taking on a complex, tailored coat when you're still getting the hang of straight lines is a recipe for a bad time. It's so important to match the project to your current ability. This gives you a real chance to succeed, learn, and actually enjoy the process. And at number 8, a classic mistake: skipping the pre-wash. You find the perfect fabric, you spend hours cutting and sewing, and you create a masterpiece. Then you wash it, and it shrinks into a size that fits your cat. Fabrics, especially natural fibers like cotton and linen, can shrink a surprising amount. Pre-washing is the one step that ensures your final garment actually fits after its first wash. Next are the critical machine setup errors. This is where you and your machine really start talking to each other, and where miscommunications happen all the time. Coming in at number 7, using the wrong needle. This is honestly one of the biggest culprits behind a huge range of problems. Skipped stitches, shredded thread, and even damaged fabric. Needles are not one size fits all. They come in different types for wovens, knits, or denim, and different sizes for light or heavy fabrics. Using a dull, bent, or incorrect needle is a common cause of poor results. At number 6, we have incorrect threading. If you see a bird's nest of thread bunching up underneath your fabric, it's very often a threading issue. One of the most common mistakes is threading the machine with the presser foot down. When the foot is down, the tension discs clamp shut, and the thread can't settle into the path correctly. This can lead to that dreaded mess of loops. The fix: always lift the presser foot before you start, and if you have a problem, unthread and rethread the whole machine. Mistake number 5 is a misunderstanding of tension. Those little loops on the top or bottom of your seam are telling you that something is off balance. Before starting a project, always sew a test seam on a scrap of the exact same fabric. This lets you check your stitches and adjust the top tension dial until the stitches lock perfectly between the fabric layers. On most modern machines, the bobbin tension is factory set, so you should only ever really need to tweak that top dial. Finally, let's talk about technique, the little habits we have while we're actually sewing. At number 4 is inaccurate cutting. If your pattern pieces are cut poorly or off the grain line, your garment will simply never hang or fit the way it's supposed to, no matter how beautifully you sew it. Remember the old rule: measure twice, cut once. At number 3, pushing or pulling the fabric. Your sewing machine has a built-in feature called feed dogs, those little teeth under the needle that do the work for you. They are designed to pull the fabric through at the perfect, even pace. When you push or pull the fabric, you're fighting the machine, which can bend the needle and cause skipped or uneven stitches. Your job is just to guide the fabric gently, not force it. The second biggest mistake is not pressing your seams as you go. Pressing isn't just a final step. It's a crucial part of the construction. Pressing each seam after you so it helps meld the stitches into the fabric and creates a crisp, professional finish that you just can't get otherwise. It's often the biggest difference between a project that looks homemade and one that looks handmade. And the number one thing your sewing machine wishes you would stop doing is skipping test swatches. This is related to our other points, but it's the ultimate problem solver. A quick test swatch lets you confirm that your needle, thread, and tension settings are all working together perfectly for your specific fabric before you start on your actual project. For garments, making a practice version, or a muslin lets you check the fit before you cut into that beautiful, expensive fabric. It feels like an extra step, but it honestly saves time, fabric, and so much heartache in the end. If you've ever made one of these mistakes, and let's be honest, we all have, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're all about getting better together, one stitch at a time. Your sewing machine isn't your enemy, it's your partner. Those skipped stitches and tangled threads are just its way of telling you what it needs. By avoiding these common slip-ups in your planning, setup, and technique, you can stop fighting with your machine and start working together. Listen to what it's telling you, and it will help you create beautiful things without all the frustration.